The reverse debt snowball. The reverse debt snowball is a tool for eliminating debts. The name comes from how a snowball comes about. It begins with rolling a very small amount of snow. As it rolls, it picks up more and more snow, and before you know it, it becomes as large as a ball, hence snowball. We accumulate debt the same way. It begins with a low limit credit card, then student loans, then a car loan, then a mortgage, high limit credit cards, lines of credit, and before you know it, you have a mountain of debt. It's time to stop, reverse, and eliminate it. Hence the name Reverse That Snowball. You begin by drawing four columns. Label the first column payee, the second column interest rate, the third column minimum payment, and the last column balance. Then gather the latest statements of all your debts and arrange them in descending order of interest rates. Then list them in the columns by payee, interest rate, minimum payment, and current balance. The example I'm going to use here is of someone who only has three debts: a Visa, a MasterCard, and a car loan. The interest rate on the Visa is 19.99%, on the MasterCard is 18%, and on the car loan is 7%. Their minimum monthly payments are $100 on the Visa, $100 on the MasterCard, and $400 on the car loan for a total of $600 per month. Their current balances, his current balances are $2,000 on the Visa, $2,000 on the MasterCard, and $20,000 on the car loan. For the reverse debt snowball to work, four conditions must be observed. Otherwise, it will not work. First, all the balances must be frozen, meaning you cannot add another dollar of debt to them, especially for the revolving accounts such as credit cards and lines of credit, where any paid down balance becomes available for use again. Second, the minimum payment on the account with the highest interest rate must be doubled. In this case, it is the Visa whose minimum payment of $100 is doubled to $200 and which increases the total monthly payment to $700. Why? To have skin in the game. It must require some sacrifice and effort on your part. Otherwise, it will be too easy and you will not be motivated. Where will you find the extra $100? The same way you will find it for something you really want to do. The third condition is that the total monthly payment, which in this case is $700, must not change throughout the process until all the debts have been paid off. And finally, any paid off account must be cancelled, as you may fall into the trap of using them again in unguarded moments. Now we are ready to begin the reverse debt snowball process. In the first month, we are paying $200 per month on a Visa balance of $2,000. If we are not adding any new debt to it, as per condition number 1, in theory it should be paid off in 10 months, $2,000 divided by $200. But it really takes 14 months because of the 19.99% interest charges. So at the end of 14 months, the Visa gets paid off, and in keeping with condition number 4, we call up Visa and have the account cancelled. In keeping with condition number 3, that the total monthly payments remain unchanged at $700, the $200 Visa monthly payment is added to the $100 MasterCard monthly payment, which now becomes $300 per month going forward. During the first 14 months, $1,400 minimum payment of $100 per month by 14 months was paid on the MasterCard with an original balance of $2,000. It should have gone down by $1,400, but it only goes down by $1,200 because of the 18% interest charges. Hence, the MasterCard balance is now $800. So we begin month number 15 with only two debts left, the MasterCard and the car loan. At $300 per month on an $800 MasterCard balance, it should be paid off in 2.3 months, 800 divided by 300. But it takes 3 months because of the 18% interest charges. So at the end of 17 months, the MasterCard gets paid off, and in keeping with condition number 4, we call up MasterCard and have the account cancelled. In keeping with condition number 3, the $300 MasterCard monthly payment is added to the $400 car loan payment, which now becomes $700. During the first 17 months, $6,800, which comes from $400 minimum payment on the car by 17 months, was paid on the original car loan balance of $20,000. So it should have gone down to $13,200. But because of the 7% interest rate charges, it only went down to $15,200. So we begin the 18th month with only the car loan left, with a monthly payment of $700 on a $15,200 balance. In theory, it should be paid off in 22 months. 15,200 divided by 700, but it takes 25 months because of the 7% interest rate charges. So at the end of 42 months, which is 14 months plus 3 months plus 25 months, or 3.5 years, the car loan gets paid off, and this individual is completely debt-free. There were only 3 debts in this example, and yet it took 3.5 years to become completely debt-free. During those 3.5 years, only cash was used, and hence instant gratification had to be delayed until cash was available. Could it have been easy? Definitely not. But at the end of 3.5 years of focus and commitment, this individual is completely debt-free. Had he not done this, it is highly probable that he would still be in debt, and possibly with a bigger debt load. Depending on your current debt level, it may take you just a couple of months or up to several years to become completely debt-free using the reverse debt snowball. You must be intentional about being debt-free. Otherwise, you will never be, and using the reverse debt snowball will help you get there faster and more effectively. My name is Moni Singh, and I'm the founder of Rune 153 Financial Advisors. I can be reached at 1-800-480-0012 or via email at msingh@rune153.com. Thank you for your attention, and may God bless you.